in regards to the military, officers entering SpecOps or other elite scenarios, what advice would you have for them?
This is one of those questions that's come up, and I get this a lot because a lot of people that listen to Joe Rogan, a lot of people that listen to Tim Ferriss, they're younger folks, and they might be stepping into leadership positions for the first time. Mm-hmm. And so we definitely got a lot of questions from military guys that are getting promoted. They're going to be promoted into leadership positions. And we get a lot of younger people that are stepping into the business world and they're stepping into leadership roles for the first time in those situations. And I think that, and I would tell both the special operations folks and the folks in the business world the same thing, because if anyone's listened to me at all or heard anything that I say or read the book, the leadership principles do not change regardless if it's in business or in battle. The leadership principles stay the same. And so if you're new and you're up and coming, what do you do? How do you step up into that role? Number one, be humble. I know it's a theme. I sound like a broken record, but everybody knows, everybody's seen that cocky guy that walks in and thinks they're going to run everything, and you just instantly disrespect that person. Mm-hmm. So how do you overcome that? You come in and you be humble. You respect people. You respect people regardless of what rank you are, regardless of whether you're making a ton more money than someone else. It doesn't matter. You treat everybody with respect. You treat them with respect, and they're going to respect you. You listen to them. It means so much when one of your people comes and talks to you and you sit down and you say, okay, let me take some notes on what you're saying. That means so much to them. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people forget that. They forget what it means to look up and see the boss man, and they might blow a guy off or, hey, I don't have time for you right now. Mm-hmm. You got to listen to people because what you're trying to do in a leadership position, and this is a word that I've only recently become comfortable saying. The word is relationships. You are truly, that's what business is. That's what life is. That's what business is. That's what combat is. That's how you lead people in combat, in business. You have relationships with them. Leif and I talk about this all the time. Sure, I can give you an order if you're below me in rank, and you might do it some of the time, but you're not going to, the people that really follow you, that you have a relationship with you, those guys will do anything for you. Right. The guys that I worked with, the guys that worked for me were my subordinates. They do anything for me. And you know what? I would do anything for them. I would do anything for those guys. The guys that were in my task unit, those guys were awesome. They were awesome guys. And I would do anything for those guys. I would give them anything. And they would do the same for me. Why? Because we had relationship. That was what we had. It wasn't because I would order them to do something. That doesn't work. So you got to build those relationships. And how do you build relationships? How do you build relationships then? You build relationships by doing those things, by respecting people, by being humble, by listening, by telling them the truth, by having integrity and telling people the truth. You can't lie to people. And lie is a strong word because, I don't think people are generally lying to each other on a regular basis, but people use half-truths and they shadow things, and you can't do that. And people see right through it. And even if they don't know what the truth is, they know they're not getting the truth.
Right.
So, I was always with my guys. Okay, here's what's going on. Here's the problem. Here's what we screwed up. Here's what we need to do better. Here's the pressure I'm under from higher headquarters. Here's why I'm under this pressure. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not trying to set something up to be different than what the reality is. If I'm getting told to do something that I don't believe in, okay? Now, this is a tough one. If I'm getting told to do something I don't believe in, I'm not going to go tell my guys, hey, I don't believe in this, and we're going to do it anyways. No. If I don't believe in it, I got to figure out why we're doing it. Right. And I'm going to say, okay, boss, I do not understand why we're doing this. I don't see how this is going to help us win the battle. So you need to explain this to me so I can explain it to my guys, because I'm not going to go lie to them. I'm also not going to go down there and say, hey, we're doing this anyways. Or I'm not going to send people to do things that I don't believe in. We're all trying to win the war. My boss is trying to win the war. I'm trying to win the war. My guys are trying to win the war. So my boss isn't going to tell me to do something that doesn't make sense and isn't logical to win the war.
Yeah.
So I should believe in it.
Right.
And if I don't, then I should question him.
Yeah.
And those are the things that allow you to build relationships. And the topic of the night again, ownership. You know, if you take ownership when there's problems and you get them solved, and then when things do go right, you pass the reward and the credit onto your boys, then that also helps you build those relationships.
Yeah.
So that's what I would tell a new leader in the business world. Work hard. You know, I should have said that one's like number one. Work hard.
Work hard, yeah.
Yeah.